Hello, my friend, and thank you for joining me today. Minimalist travel isn't about sacrificing your comfort and joy. It's about making intentional choices to enhance your overall experience. You strip away the non-essential to make room for what truly matters. So in this video, I'll share with you 4 minimalist practices to consider when planning your next vacation. They'll also be useful in everyday life, even if you're not planning a trip. Simplify your packing. One of the most important aspects is packing light, taking only the essentials. Think about clothing that you feel comfortable and enjoy wearing. Pieces that are versatile and can mix and match. Before traveling, I like to do a rough itinerary, so I take items that will work for me. I've heard it said that a good rule of thumb is to take clothing for a week and do your laundry on the go. I recently returned from a 20-day trip to Portugal. If you want to see what I packed, I'll put the video card above. I eventually pared down my items even more by removing one romper, one pair of pants, and one pair of shoes. Before traveling, it's a good idea to check what's available at your accommodation. I had soap and shampoo, so really didn't need to take any with me. With fewer items to manage, packing becomes quicker and easier. And when you get to your destination, you don't have to worry about lugging around heavy items. You can move about quite freely. As you'll see in the video, I used carry-on luggage, and that enabled me to navigate different modes of transport and even cobblestone streets with relative ease. Also, physical clutter tends to lead to mental clutter, so by traveling minimally, you free up mental space and you have a more peaceful mind and are able to enjoy your vacation more. Streamline your itinerary. Minimalist travel is about quality versus quantity and depth versus breadth. Instead of rushing to check off every tourist site, choose a few key experiences that really resonate with you. Minimalism is all about reducing decision fatigue, so having a streamlined itinerary means that you have less choices to make about where to go, what to do next, what to wear, and so on. A minimalist approach also fosters mindfulness. By slowing down, you reduce stress and create space for deeper, more meaningful moments. You can be fully present, appreciate each moment, and make your travel experiences so much more memorable. When there are fewer distractions, you can take the time to enjoy a beautiful landscape and engage fully with your surroundings. It gives you more time for reflection, connection with locals and other travelers. I traveled to Lisbon in early August, and that's peak season and the lines are really long. And the first day I felt really overwhelmed. I let my excitement get the better of me and didn't take the time to ease into my vacation. I had to take things down a notch and be intentional about the monuments I visited. I only had 5 days and 6 nights in Lisbon, so it was impossible to do everything. When I went to Porto, I had 10 days and 11 nights, and I felt so much more relaxed. That gave me the opportunity to visit some neighboring cities like Braga, Guimarães, Coimbra, and Aveiro. I find that staying in one place a bit longer and using it as a base to discover the surrounding areas makes for a more relaxed vacation. Resist the urge to fill every moment with activity and leave room for spontaneity and relaxation. It can be helpful in the planning stages to have a purpose for your trip. Are you going for relaxation, adventure, cultural immersion? When you have a purpose, you can focus your plans on fulfilling that purpose. Take things at your own speed. Some days you may feel like sightseeing, and other days you may just want to have a slower pace. Give yourself the time and mental space to truly immerse yourself in the experience. Practice conscious consumption. Be mindful about your purchases. Instead of collecting lots of souvenirs, collect memories and experiences instead. These will stay with you long after your journey has ended. I traveled in summer and there were sales everywhere, but I shopped very little in Portugal. I didn't even visit a mall as I would have in the past. Having a small suitcase and weight restrictions makes it easy to avoid temptation. I did purchase a pair of sneakers, trousers, and a few items in London, but that's a far cry from the shopping sprees I had in the past. This time I had a list of items that I needed and I stuck to it for the most part. And you know I have a one in, one out rule, so I've already decluttered my old sneakers and trousers. Instead of purchasing items that would clutter my home and the homes of my friends and family, I took lots of pictures and videos so that I have lasting memories. Buy less. Focus on creating memories rather than accumulating souvenirs. Take photos, journal, or collect small, meaningful items rather than purchasing things that will clutter your home. Minimalism shifts your focus from accumulating things to enjoying the journey. Instead of splurging on material things, invest in experiences that offer lasting value, like a unique local meal or a cultural tour. This mindset leads to a more fulfilling and enriching travel experience. I often choose accommodations like guest houses or Airbnbs because I find that they offer a more authentic connection to the place I'm visiting, and of course, they help to stretch my budget. Learn the lessons. Time away from your usual environment can give you a fresh perspective on your lifestyle. When I travel, I experience the joy of less. Going into a clear, uncluttered space gives me the freedom and ease that comes from having less stuff. I enjoy it so much that I go home with a desire to declutter and simplify my life even more. Being forced to pack the essentials makes you realize that you need very little to be comfortable and enjoy your life. A trip is a great time for self-discovery and reflection on what really matters to you, and you get to bring those lessons into your everyday life. Travel also teaches us to prioritize experiences over possessions. Every time I travel, I learn lessons that help me to better prepare for my next trip. Less truly is more. Simplify your travel. Limit non-essentials. Prioritize experiences over things. By embracing simplicity, you open the door to a more meaningful and fulfilling experience. Thank you for being here. Let me know in the comments if any of the tips resonated with you or if you have any others to share. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.